Hi everybody, it's been a while since I've done a video on the egg donation procedure and I figured I would do another one and answer some questions. So yeah, let's just dive right in, shall we? Okay, so Victoria asks, I was wondering how you felt after the retrieval. Well, let me tell you. The first time I donated with Create in Toronto, which is where I'm from, I got extremely sick. Like, I got very sick and I toughed it out because I'm stupid. I should have called my doctor. I should have gone to the clinic or to the hospital and told them about how I was doing because it was really bad. I was crashing on my friend's couch. Thank you, Chris. And I got so sick that I would wake up and I would force myself to go back to sleep to escape the pain. That's pretty bad. That's pretty outrageous. So, I learned from my mistake and I am passing on that information. Now, please do remember that that was the first time I had ever donated. I didn't want to eat salty foods because I do model, so I work on staying healthy as much as I can, and so I was like, I'm not going to eat salty foods. I don't want salty foods as much as you want me to eat them. Yeah, I should have had them. So yeah, also eat all the salty foods you want because it's good for you. For this. Anyway, sorry, it's been a long day. I just walked in the rain, hence the wet hair and feeling ridiculous right now. Anyway, so that was the first time. The second time, remember, being that sick, getting through it, I did donate again and I am donating again. So yeah, it was bad, but you move on. How many times did you have to use that drug? From Leilani, I guess? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I had to use it, I believe, 5 times last time, and maybe for a week and a half the first time. I can't recall, to be honest. It depends. For every cycle, it's different. So you would just have to work that out with your doctor. Live from the fishbowl / what is wrong with your camera? Okay, I was using my crappy iPhone. I didn't understand the setting it was on. My apologies. Anyway, I have seen a few videos of the needles going in. I was wondering why both in the belly. Some are done in the leg. Okay, this one is actually an awesome question. It doesn't matter. It's the exact same thing. I just have muscular legs and doing injections in my leg sort of freaks me out. It's all in my head. It doesn't actually matter. So it's up to you. I was trying to see blah, blah, blah. Were you awake during it or knocked out? And how was the after pain? The first time I donated in Toronto, I was awake for the first bit. And I was actually watching the procedure happen because they use an ultrasound device on your belly, like if you were pregnant. And they guide the needle using that. And they sort of watch, where the sac is to remove the egg. And blah, 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 etc. So I was actually watching all of this, and I remember thinking like, oh, this is so cool. Ow. So I guess I did vocalize that, and the doctor just kept upping my meds, and I got very drowsy and just passed out. So I did get sick. They told me like, oh, you may throw up. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to throw up. I don't ever throw up. I threw up in the car. They gave me a plastic bag, so thank goodness I had protection, or else my boyfriend would have been very, very unimpressed with me. So please be prepared for that, even if you're not someone who throws up. I don't ever throw up, and I threw up, so. How was the after pain? It feels like you have cramps, basically, but that's it. It's for a day. No big deal. Unless you get really sick like I did the first time. The second time, that whole egg donation video I did before, that was my second time. And after that, I was up and walking around the next day. I went grocery shopping. I was not awake. Let me tell you, I was not awake for that procedure. I actually don't recall getting to the clinic. I don't remember taking the ferry to the island, which is an hour and a half. I don't remember driving, I don't even remember if we drove or if we took the bus from the ferry to the clinic, which is another hour. So you expect your day to just disappear. Apparently my boyfriend was there, my current boyfriend was there, but I asked him the other day, I was like, hey, whatever happened that day? Were you there? And he was like, I held your hand through the entire procedure. And I was like, oh, good boyfriend, thank you. I do remember waking up in the hotel room that I had rented because it was outside of the city, obviously, and being like, oh, this place is nice. That's it. I don't recall anything else. I'm scared of injections. What do I do? What I suggest is get over the fear by doing, well, don't do this to get over your injection fear. If this is what's holding you back, then try to challenge yourself, see if you can get over this fear, because I don't mean to make it seem like it's less, because I have some fears that are a little bit ridiculous, but to try and get over something that you know is actually pretty harmless is a good thing. It makes you stronger, right? It's another thing you've accomplished, and it makes you feel good about yourself. So I would suggest go on with it and just get over it. A friend of mine, for instance, has tarantulas. I was bitten by a tarantula in high school on my leg. A tarantula. I wasn't bitten by a tarantula, I'm sorry. I was bitten by a spider on my leg in high school, and I got a huge, like, epic bubble of a blister on my leg. And actually my skin started to die. And they had to, like, scrape out the grossness. Anyway, it was really bad. That's what I'm saying. So, legitimate fear of spiders right here. So my friend came up to me and he said, I know you have a fear of spiders. Do you want to hold my tarantula? And I was like, no, yes, I do. Yeah, put the tarantula on my hand. So I did. And it freaked out at first. It kind of went like, oh, and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I like this anymore. You might want to take your tarantula back or I'm going to freak out. And then it just got calm. And I actually was like, oh, it might actually be cute. Don't tell anyone I said that, but here I am telling you, so I'm over that fear. Put me in a room with a small spider, though, watch me freak out. Anyway, different thing. But if you're afraid of needles, and that's what's holding you back from this, don't let it. Try and get over your fear, because it's a good thing to get over fears. Makes you stronger. And then, from here, everyone just basically was, like, had my back. Thanks, guys. That was nice. So as I was saying before, I am donating again. Friends who are freaked out by period talk and old lady stuff, now's the time to exit because we're going to talk about adult things. Today I did go to the clinic to have my blood taken. I got my period yesterday, and I think I was saying that I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which means that I have cysts on my ovaries, obviously, as the name would sort of suggest, and I have really bad cramps when I get my period from that, and I also have very irregular periods. They come basically whenever they want, unless I take the pill, which I have done for the past 2 months to sync up my cycle and the intended mother's cycle. So basically, we both will be ovulating at the same time. So her body will just accept the eggs as her own, more or less. So anyway, I did go and have my blood taken. This was the first time today, and it is a little bit swollen and bruised, which doesn't usually happen, but whatever. And then I had blood taken at Life Labs, and yeah, both are all healed up and whatever, just covered in Band-Aid gunk. So from here, I basically am just waiting on confirmation that we're all good to go, just based on hormone levels and whatever. So I do have Gonal-F in the cupboard, just waiting for them to give me the okay to start injections. And I am flying to Toronto to donate, so I'm going to be donating at Create Again. And I'm sorry, I've made several of these videos today. My internet has crapped out on me every time because there's a storm, so I don't know. I'm struggling here to remember what I've already said and what I haven't. Anyway, so I'm going to be starting my injections here in Vancouver, and then I'll fly to Toronto where I will complete them, and I will go in for appointments every 2 or 3 days, basically, just to monitor my hormone levels and to see how my ovaries are doing, especially with my polycystic ovarian syndrome. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I promise I'll do better in answering your questions in a timely manner this time. I'm going to have some time in Toronto where I'm not doing a whole lot of anything. Friends, feel free to say hi. Anyway, yeah, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you, and hopefully I'll do another video once I'm doing my medication and such, and just keep you in the know. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry it's 11 minutes of your life you'll never get back, but hopefully there was some good advice. All right, thanks. Bye.